Beachside with Kay. And it's Friday. But I don't know if we're going to the beach today. Because it looks like it's about to rain. I'm about to show y'all. Hold on one second. Let me get past my pool area. Okay, I'm back. All right. I think it's about to rain, so I'm actually a little nervous to walk to the beach. Look. So I feel like a little bit of sprinkle. So I'm going to make an attempt to get to the beach. But if it starts raining like halfway there, you know, we're going to have to go for shelter somewhere. Okay. And like, it's kind of nippy. It's a little breeze. I got on like some shorts and tank top. And I'm like, woo, it's a little nippy today. Well, it wasn't earlier. It was actually burning up earlier. So look, what y'all think? It's gonna rain. Should I risk it all? Because I'm nervous now. Yeah, I hear all the birds. Yeah, it looked like it's about to go down, you guys. Okay, maybe I'm gonna wait a second before I head into the beach, because I'm gonna be sad if I get to the beach and it starts pouring down raining. I'm gonna be like real upset about it. So, okay, so let me give you guys an update though, while I wait to decide if I'm going to the beach or not. So, y'all know I was home for the last 3.5 weeks. Well, while I was away, my place got flooded. So it had been pouring down, raining like the last couple weeks. And if you guys don't know anything about like these tropical areas, Florida included, it is getting ready to be hurricane season. So hurricane season officially is, I believe, from like June to September. So we're going to be getting a lot of rain. And so it was raining. Y'all, guess how much rain got into mi casa? It was about, I want to say, 36 gallons of water came through the front door and got into my place. So when I got home, of course, had a nice little pleasant surprise of cleaning up to do. So now my place does smell like mildewy. And in addition, there was no electricity for like several days. So I had to throw out all of my food in the refrigerator. I had to throw out all of my food in the freezer. So yeah, I was kind of sad. I just had to go to the grocery store today, and I had to spend like $300 in groceries trying to recover all the food that I don't have anymore. So I was super sad, but it's okay. I'm grateful. I'm glad I had the coins to go get some some food, but that's why I try not to buy like too far in advance. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. So I don't know what to expect, even with like beachside with Kay moving forward. Hopefully we can get some love on these Fridays. If not, we gonna have to find a new location on the days where the weather doesn't want to be kind to us. So yeah, so I wanted to give y'all an update about the flood of water. But I checked in with my neighbors, and well, not all of my neighbors, but I did check in with a neighbor, the direct one, and she said that there was no flooding in her place, but they were trying to figure out like where the water came from. But the only location that we can like kind of think of, it had to be from the front door. Because if it was the back door, like the place was flooded, but it didn't flood like in my like lower, I don't even know, like den area. I want to say it didn't flood there. So I was a little confused about that. But yeah, so that is the shenanigans that I came back to is been getting my home together. The girl's like, oh, and you guys, like, lizards have been getting in my villa lately. Um, and me and lizards, we don't get along well. I don't know if I got a chance to tell you, but there was a lizard that like died inside my place. Oh my gosh. If you guys did not know, lizards, when they start decomposing, which is like within 24 hours, it is like the worst smell I have ever smelled in my life. And I am completely traumatized behind it. But yeah, there's been like lizards getting in. There's like a little couple of cracks in like the windows. So I'm at a point now where I'm like trying to seal everything I can in the place. And I contacted management and was like, hey, we're gonna have to do something, because I'm not about to be coexisting with lizards. Like, they cool outside, but like I don't want to see a lizard, you know, in the bathroom or something crazy like that. Hey brother, how you doing? I'm up here going off about how my place flooded when I was back in Ohio, and talking about how lizards have been getting into my place as of recently. Oh, but I will say I haven't gotten bitten by any mosquitoes in quite some time now. But the only thing is, the mosquito trappers that I have inside the villa, they're actually like attracting bugs inside the house. It's weird because, yeah, I'm not getting bit by mosquitoes, but now it's like these little beetles that are like getting attracted to the light. So they're like dead when I find them, but I have to like sweep out these little beetles every day. But I would rather have little beetles to get rid of every day than have to be dealing with mosquito bites. So yeah, that is my life right now. I'm currently not at the beach right now because if you guys look around, I'm trying to figure out if it is getting ready to storm or not. I don't know. What y'all think? Brother, what you think? You think it's about to storm? Is it about to go down? It's super cool. Like, I went to Walmart earlier and I was burning up, like full out sweat. And then now I'm like, ooh, the weather done dropped. My brother said my YouTube notifications haven't been coming on when you go live. That's disrespectful. They disrespectful. They don't care. They don't care about us little people in the world. They don't care nothing about it. How was your week? Are y'all out of school? Y'all should be out of school. You in the South. Y'all out of school? How's your dad doing? Yeah, how's your dad doing? I really want to go to the beach though, because I haven't been to the beach in like, what, almost a month? Literally, I think it has been a month. Because this is like, I did 2 porch side with K's and then I did a car side with K's. So it's been a month since I've been to the beach. So I really want to go, but I just, And then today I stubbed my toe on the table because I got a mop and stuff. And then I was waiting to mop because maintenance was supposed to be coming over. They never came. So I'm like, I could have mopped earlier this morning. I just ain't want to mop. And then they be walking all over my nice mop floors. So I still got to mop. I just got to get my life. Let's see. Logan said, graduation is Saturday. And I'm going Tuesday and Wednesday. Louise, hey Louise. I'm over here talking about the weather over here and about how my place got flooded. And Logan is giving us an update with his school year. So what you going Tuesday and Wednesday? You said I'm going Tuesday and Wednesday. Oh, that's just to you have class. Not class, you have students Tuesday, Wednesday. So at home, our seniors' last day was today, but the kids' last week is next week. Oh, you guys, and my niece, she has a track meet. She's one of the reasons why I went home, but she has a track meet. She is actually running right now. Her event started at 6 p.m. So keep Niecy in prayers. She is the only freshman in her region who made it. Well, in her district who made it to the region. She's the only freshman in the region as well. I'm running the 100-meter hurdles. So I'm hoping that my niece does good. It's raining back at home. What's y'all weather situation looking like? Because like I said, it looks like it's about to start storming here. But yeah, my niecey is getting ready to run. She probably is like running right now as we speak. So I'm sure I'll be getting an update as well. I'll let y'all know how she did next week. But yeah, so you have district, then you have regionals, and then you have state. So she has to be in the top 4 in her region or the top 2 fastest time in the state after the top 4 in the region in order to make it to the state track meet. So I'm super, super proud of her. Regardless of how she does, she's made it this far. She's been working so hard, and she has summer track too. So she is looking to make it to nationals in summer track. So yeah, I had to give y'all my little update on my niece because I'm so proud of her. Let's see. Logan said, hey Louise. Logan said, no students, I guess teacher days, but my classroom is cleaned out and it's the last 2 days on my contract. Oh, absolutely. So when does the school year start for y'all? Like, does the school year start at the same time with your new school? And what's your plans for the summer? I know you're still in school, but are you gonna be working? And Louise, what's the update with you? What you got going on? What you got going on? Oh, and then I went and bought food. I'll probably put some stuff on the grill this weekend. I told y'all about the smoker that I got now. So I've done chicken in the smoker, and we've done, I want to say, some ribs. The ribs was real good in the smoker. The chicken, it was okay. It was okay. But them ribs, though, so good. I want to do some brisket in the smoker, so. But yeah, this weather is, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just playing it by ear. we got the poolside right now with Kay. But it's still, I think it's still a couple people in the pool right now. But I guess because it's Memorial Day weekend, I was expecting for it to be like more people here. And there may be more people here. I don't know. I just got back, I think yesterday. Did I get back yesterday? I don't know. The day before yesterday? A few days ago now. Oh my gosh, but hold on, let me tell y'all. So y'all remember a couple weeks ago when we did Poolside with Kay, and I was at my parental's house. So I am so grateful that I have been purposely trying to show up on here every week, because if not, I would have not been home a couple weeks ago. I would have been out and about, to be honest. But my parents had went out of town, and my sister, like, everybody was gone from my parents' house. It was just me and my grand, and we take care of my grand. And soon as I got off of Poolside with Kay, I went inside the house. I went to go turn my granny's light on. I'm like, hey grand, I need you to get up. Like, we about to do your medicine, because we do her medicine in the evening. So we're getting ready to do her medicine or whatever. And next thing I know, buena. Oh, see, let's see. So long story short, I go turn on the light. I'm like, hey, grand, get up. I go make her a quick little dinner, and because it take her a little while to get up. So I come back, and I'm like, grand. She still wasn't up, right? So she's like sleeping on the bed or whatever. She was taking a nap. And I'm like, grand, you need to get up. So I go over there, and I'm like rubbing her arm a little bit. And then I call my stepmom. I'm like, hey, I'm like, grand, don't be sleeping this hard. She was like, she do be sleeping hard. I'm like, not this hard. So I'm like putting the phone on her, and like, she's not budging, y'all. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? So I looked at her face, and you know, like when you sleep, I don't know about y'all, but like when I'm real tired and knocked out, my face be looking all types of slump. I be slobbering everything. So I'm just thinking like she's slumping. I looked a little closer. I was like, OMG, my grand is either having a stroke or just had a stroke. So long story short, I hung up the phone, called the paramedics. They got there, and sure enough, my grandmother She was completely unresponsive at that particular time, like to any stimuli. And we ended up getting her, taking her to the hospital. And gratefully, she is okay. She is back to her baseline, but she absolutely did end up having a stroke. But I'm just so grateful that I happened to be home and that, you know, I was doing my porch side with Kay as scheduled, because if not, I probably would have been out and about, and I don't know how long she would have been at the house by herself. And I'm just like, I'm happy that I found her, because like if the rest of my family would have found her, it just would have not been good to find her like that. But she is back to her feisty self, and I'm just grateful that she is okay. But yeah, that was, I didn't get a chance to tell y'all that last week, because I didn't really do a real porch side because I was at my other grandma's house. But yeah, I just wanted to tell y'all, it was crazy, but I was just so calm, because I had to be. Inside I was like, ooh, ooh. But like on the outside I was just like, look, this is what we got to do. The paramedics was like, 911 was like, well, do you want to stay on the phone? I'm like, y'all can't do nothing for me. So not really. But I was grateful. I was calling my doctor friends and everything. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with y'all, since we was literally like, soon as we got off, it happened, of Port Charlotte K. And then I had talked to McCoy Coy a couple days later. She was like, girl, what? I'm like, girl, it was crazy. Super crazy. Louise said, congrats to your niece. She's literally running and thriving. I'm finishing up the quarter at school. Got one more week and then finals. Oh, wow. Finishing up on my training for research position. Cali is 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, not too bad. I was going to say, oh, how did the interview go? Your second interview go? How did that go? Louise said, I'm so glad she's okay now. God put you where you were needed. Absolutely. That's how I was like, thank God. Thank God. Logan said, I was going to try to work summer school at my new district, but I don't have a contract yet. Okay, got you. Well, if you need just a little side hustle, there's definitely some summer opportunities that's been coming to my inbox. As far as like tutoring and stuff like that, I'll share with you. I know, I want to say, do you use the Remind app? Because Remind app is hiring right now teachers for like tutoring. I don't know how much they're paying, but I know that's one that just kind of came to my mind, that popped up in my phone the other day. Logan said, so good that you have the medical knowledge. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Logan said, what kind of stroke was it? So I want to say it was, I know it was the left side. I know the location, but I didn't get the actual specifics. But she did have a stroke back in 2018. But when she had that stroke, it was more so, I want to say like my aunt was at the house. Then when my stepmom got home, she was like talking to my grand, and my grand's speech, she had an aphasia going on. So her speech was like mumbled, grumbled up. And then I had got home. I was teaching last year, so in 2018. So I had got home. My stepmom was like, go check on Granny. Like, is something going on? And I was talking to her. I'm like, Gran. So I'm asking her questions. And I was like, OMG. Like, I know exactly what this is. So I had went and took her, because at that point she was out of the frame for them to give her the medication for like an acute stroke. So I did take her to the emergency room back in 2018, and sure enough, she did have a stroke. So she has stayed in the hospital for like a couple days after that as well. But yeah, I was like, oh, I wish I would have called me earlier. Like whenever somebody get to start talking different, or, you know, like I said, this time it was her face. Last time she didn't have any like, you know, facial issues. But this time, I mean, her face was literally like, it was completely slumped for sure. Logan said, Remind hire teachers. So yeah, I guess Remind has like this new hustle going on or whatever, and they are looking for teachers. It literally popped up on the Remind app. Like I clicked on my Remind app because I still try to stay in touch with my students, and I had clicked on it and it was like a pop-up. So if you have Remind app, click and see if the pop-up comes up for you. If not, I'll try to see if I can get it again, and I can try to email it to you. So yeah, I was like, okay, but they was like, yeah, we need teachers for tutors. I was like, oh, y'all fancy. Louise said I didn't end up doing it. It wasn't paid and I needed more time, so as to not overwhelm myself. I agree. I emailed them before to withdraw my application. Had to make the tough decision for the sake of balance. Absolutely, and I think you made a good decision for you. Because if that's what set well with you, I definitely think that is the way to go. But yeah, congratulations though on your research position nonetheless. Nonetheless. Y'all think I could have made it to the beach? Because now I'm up here looking and I'm like, maybe I could have went. I don't know. But then I feel like it'll be just my luck. I start walking to the beach and then it starts getting super crazy. So yeah, we just at the poolside right now. Poolside with K. Louise said, that's so scary about your grandma. I'm my grandma's caretaker and it's scary. There's a lot of calling nurse hotlines and taking vitals and keeping track of stuff, and I couldn't imagine that emergency. Oh no, absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, we've had my grandma with us, I want to say since 2018. I want to say it's been 2018 since we've had her with us, but I will say like she also has like some dementia as well. So on top of that, it's just, it makes communication that much that much more challenging. But my family, everybody's stepping up. My mom, she comes over a few times every other week, and she does like some chair yoga with her, and they do what I want to say, chair yoga. What else do? They do like Bible study. They get to do little things. They do little activities and stuff. So my mom's been coming over and helping out as well. Logan said, how are you, Louise? Being a caretaker is tough. Absolutely. Can you say it again? It is extremely challenging. I know when my grandma first stayed with us, I know I stepped up a bunch to help out with caretaking as well. And it is definitely a job for sure. It's a lot. So shout out to my stepmom, because she been holding it down. Like I said, when I'm around, I try to, help out when I can. Of course, when I was living there, we would split up the task. But yeah, for the most part, she's been doing it by herself. Especially since I've been on the island, for sure. But it is a lot of work. It can be some frustrating days. I know one day, like we have like a monitor for my grand, and one day we, I want to say my parentals was out of town, so it was me and my grand, and I'm looking on the monitor, and I was actually working on a funeral program, so I was up till like 5 a.m. that morning. Y'all, my grand was up at 3:30, okay? She was up getting dressed for the day, everything. I'm like, grand, you gonna have to see me in a little bit. I will see you in a little bit. She was fine. She just like got up and got dressed and was watching TV. But I ended up taking her breakfast and stuff down there like at 5 a.m. But I was like, woo, this a lot. And a lot has changed as well for my grand. Like, it kind of felt like it was overnight, Let's see. Louise said, I'm hanging in there, been taking care of her since we all got sick with COVID. She's a fighter, and she's actually pretty healthy considering she turns 90 today. Happy birthday, abuela! Okay, I don't know if I'm still frozen. Okay, sorry, you guys. My sister was calling me, so I don't know. I'm sure she has some results for my niece, so I'm gonna have to wait, though, until I get off of here to see how she did. But yeah, hold on, let me see. Hold on, I missed the comment. Okay. Um, oh, but it is tough some days. Absolutely. Absolutely. Logan said, tell her happy birthday. Yes, absolutely. Give her a happy birthday from her other grandchildren that are across the country. We her adopted grandchildren across the country. Louise said, dealing with blood pressure issues, her levels fluctuate a lot, so it can definitely be frustrating. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I know my grandma, it was her blood sugar for the longest that we were trying to moderate when she first moved in with us. But we got it together. Louise said, balancing school, extracurriculars, and taking care of her has been draining, but I'm trying to keep pushing forward. Thanks, Logan. Louise, what are you doing to, like, take care of you? I know you, yeah, what have you been doing for, like, some of your personal self-care? And then do you have any other family members that do, like, come and help out from time to time as well? Logan said, try vinegar. The old folks in Louisiana swear by that. And honey, that sounds about right. That sounds about right, Logan. Last week, Logan, one of my best friends from Baton Rouge, I went over there for my birthday. Him and his wife was cooking out, and some of his friends was in town from Baton Rouge. I said, y'all so country. They be having all of the cures. Oh yeah, it's definitely sprinkling, y'all. So I guess I'm glad I didn't walk all the way to the beach, because I would have been like super sad. Definitely feel a little sprinkle action. But y'all, I'm so nervous. Like, what if it ain't even hurricane season yet? We ain't even seen like the rain yet. Like, I cannot imagine my place like flooding multiple times. I cannot. Let's see. Logan said, but that'll give you a lot to talk about on your med school application. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. That is so true. You know, that's a big reason why a lot of people do choose to go into medicine, just from, you know, experiences, firsthand experiences, whether good or bad with the medical system. Louise said, vinegar. That's interesting. Is that what this hand, I always wonder what this hand look like. Do it look like this? Like this? I don't know. I'll look into it. Self-care. Trying to start something, but nothing official as of yet. I think I'm going to start doing music classes again, since it helps. Oh, absolutely. You've got to. Like, you do not want to get to a place where you burning out. And the thing is, like, if you're not being good to yourself, you're not even going to be able to continue to be good to your grand. So you got to make sure you're prioritizing you. And when you need some extra breaks, let the family know, so they can, you know, step in and help support as well. Because it is a lot. It is a lot. I see it with my stepmom. You know, our family, we've always taken care of our elders. So it is a lot. My another grandma, she's taking care of my grandpa. So she ready to go on the vacation. I'm sure she's watching this now. If not, she'll watch the recording. But she ready for a break. So it is understandable. Logan said, what instrument you play? Yeah, what instrument do you play? Logan, what's your self-care looking like for this summer? And Logan, when I tell you, I am so sad that I do not have a bike on the island. When I tell you, I was out there on my Armstrong every day, okay? I was being great on the bike. Not every day, but like every other day, I was on that bike. I wish if I could have, I would have rode the bike every day, but I was a little busy at home. Busybody. But yeah, I'm super sad. I'm like, I gotta get a bike out here. I don't know how. When most of the bikes, I want to say my dad's bike store, they said they wasn't gonna have any new bikes in until like September. Logan said, hey, Grandma, if you watching. Oh, she'll be watching. She'll be happy. I'm sure she'll call me. She'll be watching. She comes and watches all these videos. She is definitely a big supporter of the channel. That's why I be trying to make sure I ain't talking too crazy on here either. Logan said, not on your Armstrong. Absolutely. I was like, feeling great, okay? Let's see. Louise said, yeah, I've been trying to be more proactive about finding time for myself. I live with my parents and brothers and they sometimes help, but it's mostly me. It can be frustrating when they don't help. Absolutely. I think the biggest thing is like trying to schedule in like your self-care, being proactive in that way. And so letting them know like, hey, I need y'all to step in on this day. I need y'all to do this at this time. Because that's what we had to do with my grand as well. Like, look, my stepmom like, I need some help. Like, I can't do this. And even when I was when I was primary at a point in time, like, I'm like, whoo, it's a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. And like I said, my grandma, she needs much more care now. But I'm glad she still has a lot of her independence. Like, she can bathe and stuff by herself. But it's still a lot. Still a lot. But yeah, Logan, what's your self-care looking like? Louise said, I do vocal music. Actually, well, that's a wonderful instrument. That is a wonderful instrument, okay? Wish I could play piano. That's okay, you can learn. Get you a little keyboard, you can learn. But I do vocal classes, which help with body movement, health, and diet all together for the voice. It's extra sometimes, but it helps. Oh, absolutely. No, that is so nice. Hold on. So since you're into music, do you have like a genre that you like prefer to sing? I know, Louise, you gotta watch Cheryl. I can't even think of her last name. You know the coach? She's like a black lady and she always has like a head wrap on. I love her. She be having me feeling like I'm over here getting it. La 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 la. Me, 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 me. She be getting it, okay? Sure, I can't think of her name, Cheryl. I'm subscribed to her channel, though. She is everything. Logan said, I want to get back into karate because I used to do it in college. Oh, for real? That's funny. I did Taekwondo in college for like 2 months. But it was fun. It was fun. It's crazy though, because like one of my friends who was a black belt ended up getting his black belt when we were in college in Taekwondo. It was good. It was fun, but I just wasn't committed. But it was definitely fun. I would have had my black belt by now if I continued. I have a keyboard and I want to get a teacher. Get you a teacher. Y'all know I got me my Spanish tutor virtually. You can definitely get you a music teacher virtually. Because my boo, he plays the guitar. Well, he's been learning guitar and he had a guitar teacher. So you can find a teacher for anything. And I actually am about to start practicing on the bass. So I play like 10 different instruments myself, but I'm trying to learn some more. And I'm trying to get into just reading music again because I haven't read music in over a decade. So it won't be hard for me to pick. That's why sometimes I feel like I was smarter when I was younger. And I think the difference is that I kind of was. Like, I feel like I have more wisdom now. But I feel like I was more of a sponge when I was younger. Even like in high school younger. You know what I mean? And I think it's because I've been playing music and reading music all my life. So, yeah, it's definitely different. Let's see. Logan said, I'll leave the singing to Louise. Ooh, don't do me. Did you hear it, though? I had a little bit of tone to me. Don't do me, brother. I think I sound good in the shower. I think we all sound good in the shower. Oh, my mama can sing, though. I'm gonna have to get her on the camera next time she come home. She would love to be on my live because she be watching the recordings as well. So I'm gonna have to let y'all hear her melodies. melodies. Um, but I don't know how that would be working out for real. At Kara, yep, she's one of the ones I watch. Yeah, she's so dope. I love her, Louise. Logan, at Logan, I actually got my black belt in Taekwondo like 9 years ago. What? That is super crazy. Should have stuck with it, but oh well. Same about the teacher here, but it'd be expensive. It definitely do. You gotta like look on like Groupon or something when they having like a special. At least get you a couple of sessions in there. Logan said, I did karate for a couple of years. Okay. Logan said, there's actually a karate dojo 10 minutes from here. Logan, if they're talking about, nah, you sounded better than me. I be all over the place. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. No, I do good singing background. Like, I'm a background, you know, I can tune in. You ain't gonna hear me sounding off. Y'all, fun fact, I was on praise and worship team back in college. But that was by force because one of my best friends was like, oh, she sings. I was like, no, I do not. He was like, oh, yes, you do. And so I kind of had no choice. But it was really fun, and it really stretched me and took me out of my comfort zone for sure. I sang soprano, so it was, I think, 2 sopranos, 2 altos, and like 3 tenors. Something like that. Something around the mix. But it was fun. It was fun. I learned a lot, got out my comfort zone, so no complaints. No complaints. But yeah, Logan, you definitely need to be trying to get you some self-care in and taking care of you, especially before this baby get here, okay? Because then you're going to be trying to figure out, like, who am I again? Like, I know I'm a dad, but who am I? At Logan, okay, but like, if you could hear yourself and Kara, then you got the ear to sing. It's like learning to play an instrument. Oh, that is so kind, Louise. That is so kind. Like I said, I can hold a note in real life, but I'm not a singer by any means. My mama though, she be getting it, okay? Louise said you gotta sing to your baby. Oh yeah, you probably gonna be having whole concerts for the baby. Ooh. Logan said I can harmonize and sound good with a group. Exactly. Like I said, I ain't the singer that's like, you know, we singing in the choir and you like, who that voice? Like, I ain't that bad. I ain't one of them. I sang in choir in high school. I want to say 11th and 12th grade. But I just did it because it was an easy class. But it was fun. It was really fun. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm sad. I could have took y'all to the beach. It ain't rain. It sprinkled a little bit. Logan said she getting the full shower concert special. I know that's right. Baby girl, hold on. Hold on. Did we know it was a she? Y'all found out the gender? I ain't even know. I don't think I knew. I don't know. Did you tell us? If you did, I'm sorry. I don't remember knowing if it was a she. Or are you speaking it into existence? Oh, I need this update. I definitely need this update. Random side note while I'm waiting for this update from Logan. Y'all, I had a lamb taco yesterday. That thing actually was excellent. It was really, really good. Oh, and I have officially been with my Spanish tutor for over a month now. So that is progressing. I'm getting a little bit better. I'm understanding more. I know she be, and for the most part, she speaks like 95% of our conversation is in Spanish. And I just be asking her, I'm like, what's that mean? So she's very patient with me, but I'm definitely picking up, getting better. Louise said, well, I ain't talking about singing no Aretha, but God gave you whatever voice. Our voice are our instruments, right? You have. So you have to own it. Trust me, I ain't no professional singer. You are funny, Louise. Logan said, I think I need therapy before I start at the new school and baby comes. We had the gender reveal on the 15th, but I haven't been on. Oh my God. First of all, congratulations. So baby girl, okay, I'm excited. I cannot wait. I'm definitely going to be getting her some cute little outfits and things. Can't wait to get y'all lists for the baby shower when it comes around. But can we say shout out to you for wanting to prioritize therapy? I think it is excellent, 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 excellent. Okay? Excellent, excellent. And look, I'm about to plug them. They ain't even paying me nothing. But you should, like, if you don't have one that's like local, or if you gotta, you know, pay out of pocket for the time being, I definitely say try BetterHelp, because BetterHelp is definitely a good option for like virtual sessions. So definitely try out BetterHelp. Because when I tell y'all that my life coach be reading me to the core, I was like, just know it's a lot of work. Take a lot of energy, but it's worth it. It's worth the progress that you get to see, and it's worth the investment in yourself. And it's crazy. I love to see it's so many more like black and brown men like talking about therapy and the fact that they go to therapy, or you know that they're thinking about going into therapy. So that is amazing, amazing. Louise said, congrats and amen about therapy and self-care is necessary to thrive sometimes. Setting a great example for your child already. Absolutely. Can you say that again? He definitely is. Definitely is. I know, because you definitely don't want to get lost, you know, like you husband, father, like, but you still, you know, you still have to hold on to the identity of just who you are to the core as well. I need to unpack all this craziness from the old school and childhood stuff. Absolutely. It's so good. I absolutely feel you, because even with like, you know, I grew up getting whippings and stuff, but I'm like, am I going to whip my child? I'm like, I don't think it's going to happen. You know what I mean? There was a point in time like, oh, well, I turned out okay. And then you be looking like, ooh, we all got some trauma. You know what I mean? Like, ain't none of us, even if we came from pretty decent backgrounds, like we all have our own levels of trauma and things that we dealing with and things that we have to overcome. So it's so important that you get those things in order. Especially, you know, the fact that you have a little girl as well, like you are truly going to be her first love, one of her biggest examples. So it's so important. So important. But like I said, check out BetterHelp if you are like in a lapse with like your insurance going into like the summer and stuff like that, because they definitely have reasonable prices and they are super legit as well. Louise said, definitely a conversation that needs to be had more among minority communities. I know for Hispanic households, it's a big problem. As a psych major, I love hearing others talk about it. Oh, absolutely. Oh, one of my sweet friends, one of my best friends from college, his wife, when we were over there for her birthday, she had like this card game. I want to say it was called Table Talks. I could be lying. I'll try to let y'all know next week. I got to ask her. But when we first started playing this game, I had a whole little side on it, like, girl, we in group therapy. But no, it was a good game. I think it's something that y'all could possibly get. I think it's called Table Talks. I hope I'm not lying. I'm going to put it under the description of this video. But it's really good. It asks really good thought-provoking questions and just, you know, really a time to reflect with, like, you know, some of the people you care about if you played a game with them and try to get them to open up some. So yeah, I'm trying to think a few questions. Like one question was like, if you had a year that you could do over again, like what year would it be and why? Ooh. But yeah, my friend, she gave a good answer though. She said the year that she would do again would be the year she graduated from high school. And she was just talking about like how, you know, when we graduated from high school, it was almost like the world was just like ours. Like we literally could just map it out any way we want to. And we were like fearless, and, you know, we didn't have all these doubts that you have, you know, once you've been in the world for a couple of years. But I thought it was really good. And the people, the friends that were with us, they had some good answers as well. But it asked a lot of like thought-provoking questions. So yeah. Oh, for sure. You definitely should get it. Definitely should get it. Just make sure you let them know they can share as much or as little as they want to. Because, I mean, for some people, they can go super surface level with the game. For some people, they're going to go a little bit deeper. But yeah, it's really, really good. I'm going to leave it on the description after I post this video. I'm going to call her and ask her what it is. But it's like really good. Have you thinking like, that's interesting. Louise said, sounds interesting. But yeah, I think it would be good, especially for high school students who are mature for sure. Absolutely. Oh, somebody got having a little party around the corner. Okay. Okay, party. Okay. I know where the party at now. Somebody having a party. But yeah, to be honest though, I feel like everybody should be in therapy at some point in their life. Like, I feel like we all have things to unpack. So it's crazy because, so y'all know, I think I've told y'all, so I have a life coach. My life coach, we go more into like the subconscious levels of things, like really getting to the core of like belief system. And then I have my productivity coach. Well, my productivity coach is actually a life coach as well. So she deals with like a lot of the process of like I said, it's talking about productivity, but you can really add it to any aspect of your life. But she really goes into like the models that we have for our lives about different things. So like how we have, and this is not like necessarily where you start or where you finish. It's basically like this circle though. So you have your thought, which I'm sure, Louise, you definitely know for sure, psych, but you have like your thoughts, which lead to your feelings which lead to actions, or for like procrastinators, inactions, which leads to your circumstances. And I feel like I'm missing one. No, that might be it. Thoughts, feelings, actions, circumstance. I might be missing one, but so like everything that like we do within, it's like kind of like a group sessions that we do together, but it's always like, okay, well, what was the thought that you had about that? And how did that make you feel? And why did that lead to the inaction or the action that you completed? Especially when it comes to like working out and stuff like that. A lot of us, you know, we'll be getting it, working out, and then we just fall off. And the reason why we can never like really stay the course and keep up with the things that we're doing, because we're really not like actively reevaluating like the thoughts that are connected to our feelings and actions. But it's really good. And like I said, my life coach, he goes like under that, because for him, he's like, that's the tip of the iceberg. Like, I go deeper. So tangentially together with both of them, it's been excellent. Excellent. A lot of work, but good. Logan said, I've been the first person they've told that they're pregnant, or Lord only knows what else. Oh, I definitely understand. I understand. Yeah, it definitely is a lot. I haven't even thought about unpacking like my experiences from the classroom. And like I told you, Logan, you know, I've lost students as well. Even this week, one of my students, like 2 days ago, one of my faves lost her mom. So like I'm, you know, trying to help the friend group like process through all of that. So I mean, it is a lot. It is a lot. Because even when they leave your classrooms, don't mean that they don't leave your lives. Because I got a lot of my students that I'm really still connected with. One of my old students actually got shot last week at a park. Innocent bystander. There was like something going on. He got shot. Thank God he's okay. But yeah, there's a lot of trauma that you can experience just from dealing with these young people for sure. And a lot of secrets to be kept. Louise said, at Logan, that's awesome. They have that trust in you, but it sounds like a lot of responsibility. At Kara, sounds like an adaptation of cognitive behavior therapy, like a positive psychology application. Yep. Louise said there are a lot of awesome new movements in psychology for therapy approaches that are holistic and awesome. I absolutely agree. I think one of my biggest takeaways that I got from my productivity coach this week was like this aspect of like negative and positive feelings, and how we usually associate like being productive with like positivity, or not being productive with like negativity. And she was like, no, she was like, you can have a negative feeling about something and still be productive. Just like you can have a positive feeling about something and be unproductive because you got like too comfortable. So that was like very, I don't know, it's a very simple concept, but it was something very powerful for me this week that I'll say I had to take away. Louise said teaching is definitely spiritual. You have many spiritual children you adopt, and it's so tough because there's a lot you feel with them and for them. You're full-time teachers and full-time counselors. Absolutely. Absolutely. Literally, at the beginning of the year, I have my holy oil, and I anoint every seat. I pray over my classroom because I'm just like, you don't know the things that the kids are going through when they're coming into your classroom. And it'd be a lot. Absolutely, it'd be a whole lot. And that's one reason why I was like, I think that's the biggest reason I was sad to leave the classroom, is because I know for a lot of those kids, like I was like the only adult that they had to talk to. And although they still can, have me, I'm like, well, what about the kids under them that I didn't even get a chance to like meet or encounter? I just pray that God is, places somebody in their life that they feel like they can talk to and express themselves in ways that they may have otherwise, kept to themselves, or confided in friends that don't know nothing because they ain't lived enough life yet. Lord. But yeah, it's definitely spiritual for sure, especially when you invest it in your kids. Now, for the folks who don't care, I don't know nothing about that, which we know we got teachers out there like that. Yes. So what, y'all have any plans though going into the weekend? I know we got Memorial Day weekend among us. Are you guys putting any food on the grill? Do y'all have any family traditions? And Logan, how is your dad doing? I know you said they were taking him to, I think he was going to a facility for a little bit. Oh, and then the crazy thing, they did recommend for my grandmother to go to a facility for like some rehab and therapy. And then come to find out, they were literally only going to be doing 1 hour of therapy with her a day. We was like, absolutely not. She's coming home. Like, that's the worst thing we want, is for her to like lose her independence that she has, waiting on folks and stuff like that at a nursing facility. I'm like, absolutely not. So my stepmom and siblings, they made the executive decision, like, no, she's coming home, but thank you. I'm like, 1 hour? What is that? What is that? But yeah, let me know if y'all have any plans for the weekend. Like I said, I might be putting a couple things on the grill. I thought it was going to rain, but it didn't. So I may be going to some food trucks to eat tonight. There's like a whole bunch of food truck like locations that are like centrally located, and it's like maybe like 5, 6, like 5 to 10 different food trucks that you had to choose from. And it's this food out here, it's called arepas. They're so good. They're not a Puerto Rican dish. I don't know if they're Colombian, or I can't think of the origin, but they're really, really good. I think that's what I'm gonna get this evening for dinner. Logan said, it can be tough. One of my students from last year died in a car crash. I'm so sorry to hear that. That is the worst. That is like the worst. Like dealing with trauma. Oh my gosh. Dealing with that and trying to deal with the kids and trying to process it yourself. It is so, so hard. His funeral was today. Oh my goodness. I couldn't bring myself to go. Oh, so one of your students from last year. I'm thinking one of your students last year. One of your students from last year just, oh my gosh. I'm definitely keeping you and their family in prayers. That is so, so tough. That is so tough. And unfortunately, you know, a lot of times there's more things that's going to happen. That's so crazy. So crazy. I know one of my favorite students, he died in a car accident a couple years ago. And it was crazy. He had just wrote me on Twitter not long before he died, but I never checked my Twitter. And I checked my Twitter like last year and I saw the message from him and I just cried. I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, it's just tough. It's tough. Like, you really, yeah. So sad. Logan said, Dad is coming home in about a week. Okay. I know he ready to get home. Y'all been bringing him food, or y'all been bringing him food up there? Or has the food been okay? What he been saying? Louise said, Logan, I'm so sorry to hear that. You're in my prayers, and so is your students and their families. I care nothing much. Family is working, so I'm going to be home with Grandma. Okay. Got you. And then I know you probably going to be getting prepared for your finals coming up too, as well. So yes. Well, it has been my pleasure. You know, I'm so grateful that you guys come on. I don't care if it's a minute, 2 minutes. The fact that you guys take time to just come see me on Fridays, I appreciate it. But I pray you guys have a blessed week. I'm about to go get me some grub because I am hungry. I had an acai bowl for breakfast, but that's about it. And I'm about to go eat, and I'm going to try to enjoy my weekend. So I will be back with you guys next week. Like I said, it actually didn't end up raining, but I was a little nervous. So next week we will officially be back at the beach as of for now. So long to Poolside with Kay. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Oh, sorry. Hold on before I leave. Logan said, I talked to him today, and he said he wants to go to a buffet once he get out. That sounds pretty accurate. Logan said, how are classes going, Louise? Louise, he's getting ready to have finals, I think in 2 weeks. And then Logan said, have a good week. We'll see you next Friday. All right. Bye, you guys.